Under the aegis of Indian Embassy, Utkalika has come into existence in 2007 as a socio-cultural and benevolent entity for Odia residents in Qatar. Starting from the inception, Utkalika has been very active and the management committee has been passionately working closely with Indian Embassy and Indian Cultural Center to address all requirements of Odia residents in Qatar.
The entity has been competently led by various presidents. Our current president, Dr. Basant Kavi, is a true people's leader. With unwavering support, dedication, and deep commitment to serve every member of our community, he has demonstrated exceptional leadership, compassion, and vision. Please give him a big round of applause. His tireless efforts continue to uplift and unite us all in the state of Qatar. May I request our President, Dr. Kabi, to accompany all our guests and join us on the dais.
Now I invite the President of Utkalika, Dr. Kabi, to say a few words.
नमस्कार अबीर पर्वर मधुर महुकरे बास्नायित उत्तीर्ण बसंत चैतर यही महापर्वरे आपण समस्त को मु स्वागत करुछि बसंत कुमार कवि आपण माने समस्ते उणाधिक एपर्यंत अवगत हो सारे आजिर अभिप्राय उत्कल दिवस प्रतिवर्ष भरी ए वर्ष मध्य आम उत्कल दिवस पालन करछु. It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome all the glittering Odia community staying in the state of Qatar. I would request everyone to give them a thundering round of applause for all of you who have come today here.
जोरदार ताली.
We are equally privileged to have Mr. Gyanbir Singh, Charge d'Affaires from Indian Embassy here. Unfortunately, Excellency could not make it, but we are equally happy he is among ourselves. Thank you so much, Gyanbir ji. I could not introduce more than an all-weather friend, Mr. A.P. Manikanta, the veteran of ICC, 3 terms president, who wish him all the very best for ICC and also personally his health. Thank you so much, Maniji, to making us here. It was such a long time. We are really wanting and longing to have Miss Afsna Nafis, the principal of DPS MIS, a pioneer and leader in the field of academics. And today we would love to hear her eloquence here. Thank you, ma'am, for making it today. I also take this opportunity to thank all our mentors who have nurtured the young children, and we can see the colorful cultural activities after some time. From bottom of my heart, I really show my gratitude to all the leadership team, management team, volunteers, whose tireless effort had made us to see this evening in such a magnitude. Thank you all for all your support. I thank you, the management committee of Holiday Villa and all the support staff who are present here to making this evening such a glorious one. I'm sure today we are not here to listen to me because we have a panel of distinguished guests who are going to enlighten us on Utkal Divas. I'm not going to say much on this. Mukhali etiki kahibi, ama garba, ama parba, ama ऐतिह्य, ama राज्य, ओडिशा, उत्कल. केवल एहाको लेखा किंबा दिन मानकरे आमको मन रखा पड़ो नहीं. आमर जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन अछंती सेमानंको निज भाषा, निज जन्मभूमि, निजर रूट तार तात्पर्य समस्त को आमको जनइबा को पड़ो. so that we can hand over the baton to the next generations. It's very much important to stay rooted. India has got number of languages, and I must say everyone must love his own language. Knowing many languages is not a difficulty, but having rooted is most important. I'm not taking much of your time. Thank you all for being here, and I would request now our charge the affairs, Mr. Ganbir Singh ji, to enlighten us for this evening. Thank you, Ganbir ji. Please join us here.
Thank you. This is not for me. Utkalika President Dr. Basan, ICC President Dr. Manikantan, Madam Nafis, colleagues, friends, it's a privilege to be among you. Let me start by conveying greetings from Ambassador Shri Vipul, who could not be among you, and that gave me the opportunity today to be among you. And I come here as a student. I come here to learn more about Odisha, Odia culture, and because that is one state where I have never been personally been able to travel so far. And I'm sure I will get the blessings of Lord Jagannath sometime in future. Bhasha, I'll also speak a little bit in Hindi because it's a celebration of your mother tongue. Bhartendu Harishchandra, who is considered the father of Hindi language, he wrote a couplet which was like this. निज भाषा उन्नति है सब उन्नति को मूल बिना निबिन निज भाषा ज्ञान के मिटे न ही को शूल, which basically translates to, in case anybody doesn't know Hindi, if you don't know your language, you will always remain missing some part of you. Knowing your mother tongue is the path to progress. So that's what father of Hindi, Khadi Boli, Bhartendu Harishchandra, has to say about knowing your own mother tongue. And it was my, so to say, surprise to learn that Odia Bhasa and Odisha state was formed even before our independence. Because my impression or my knowledge so far was that most of the states were reorganized in 1956 when we had a linguistic movement to have language become the principle for reorganization of Indian states. India is such a diverse country that we have diversity in terms of language, culture, cuisine. And in that sense, Odisha became kind of an inspiration, I would say, for everybody else as a pioneer, that it's a very solid foundation for our reorganization, to form the unity within the diversity. Language has served us well in the past 80 or 90 years. But Odisha is not only 90 years old. Odisha has rich history, rich culture, rich cultural heritage. That is what I have been familiar so far. I have learnt about Kalinga, I have learnt about Jagannath Puri, I have learnt about Odissi dance. But I am here today learning more about Odisha today. And I am sure some of you would have gone back home for the Pravasi Bharati Divas this year and participated in the PVD and represented Qatar and shared the memories from Qatar to India and taken some messages, what your impressions of Qatar to friends, families back home. I would say the way Indian diaspora is spread all over the world, we today probably send the largest remittances in the world back home. And the contribution of each one of you in making that number is immense. At the same time, the organizations like Utkalika, which basically keeps us all connected to our roots, which keeps others familiar with us, and spreads the vibrancy, the beauty of Indian culture to wherever we go. Utkalika is one example, and I'm glad to learn that I'm sure there are many others organizations from different states. ICC has an umbrella of affiliated organizations who spread, who celebrate their cultural identities. And as India, again, as I said, we all have multiple identities within us. We have a linguistic identity, we have a regional identity, we have a national identity, we have religious identities, caste identities, we have so many of them. But as a whole, we represent all of them, and it's our duty to ourselves to find that coherence, to build that coherence among those multiple identities and represent that one India abroad. Keep spreading that message that we can live within the diversity that is there among us within India as well as abroad. So the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that one word is one family, that is something which we all imbibe among us and also spread to everybody who we meet. So that would be my final remarks. I would just encourage you to keep spreading the message that we can all keep shining in your own self, which itself is a message to everybody that we can live with the diversity. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for devoting your time and joining us and for your thoughtful wisdom. And as sir has recited a poem in Hindi, सेमितिका ओडिया रे मध्य हमर गोटे बहुत फेमस कविता अछि, मातृभूमि मातृभाषार ममता जाहुरुदे जन्म भी नाही, ताकू जदि ज्ञानी गण रे गणिबा अज्ञान रहिबे काई. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now our guest of honor, Mr. Manikandan, President of ICC. Sir, I request you to share few words with us.
Respected President of Utkalika, my good friend Dr. Basanji, First Secretary of Indian Embassy, Gyanvirji, Asna Madam, dear friends, when I entered here, with a big surprise, I experienced the warm welcome of Utkalika with your traditional manner. That is India. That is our great culture of India. As a president of Indian Cultural Center, there are 85 associations affiliated in ICC. It starts from Gujarati Samaj, Utkalika, Maharashtra Mandal, Karnataka Sangha, Goa Association, that way. So I am very fortunate, I can say, I participating or attending the programs of all these state level organizations. I'm experiencing different culture, different languages, and different reception from all these associations. As Gyanvirji mentioned, that is the strength of India, unity in diversity. If any association I am attending, any part of India, we feel a common spirit. That is the spirit of our nation. That is the strength of our nation. As Gyanvirji mentioned, this was the first information for me also, the state of Utkalika with the language formed 36. My state, Kerala, and nearby states all formed 1st November 56 with the language. So, language is the most important thing. There is a famous poet in Kerala. I love some his lines. I'll tell you Malayalam first. മിണ്ടിത്തുളങ്ങാൻ തുളങ്ങുന്ന പിഞ്ചിളം കുഞ്ഞിൻ്റെ ചുണ്ടിന്മേൽ അമ്മിഞ്ഞ പാലോടൊപ്പം അമ്മ എന്ന രണ്ടക്ഷരം എന്നിവയെ സമ്മേളിക്കുന്നത് ഒന്നാമതായി. That means if a child starting to talk something, along with the mother's milk, he start the name Amma. Amma means mother, with his own language. A child in Kerala may not call in that time mummy or something like. She or he start with Amma. That way we are calling in using in them. So that is the power of the language. ICC, I have a request also. ICC going to start a big library this month. So we request all the people from different states to donate some books which is at your home. We will write your name into a book. We'll keep there. After 20 years, 25 years, we may not be here. But somebody taking that book, they will read your name and start reading. So we request, if you have any Oriya language books at your home, Basanji, please coordinate and donate to ICC library. And ICC started a literature club, not language club. We have a literature club of Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Hindi, and Gujarati, some languages. If possible, you also try to give some people to us to make a literature club. We would like to try to familiarize our own literature to our kids, our new generation. That is our life. That is our legacy. That is our culture. We try to promote that. I'm not taking much time. I would like to appreciate Utkarika is an association always supporting ICC, always with ICC. I would like to express a big thanks to Basanji and the team for supporting ICC to coordinate this time Pravasi Bharatiya, PBD. When Ambassador mentioned us, PBD is going to happen in Orissa, and ICC has to coordinate that. We have to make a largest representation. We had a largest representation, more than 200 people. We coordinated. In the beginning, we don't know what is the situation in Janata Mandir, what is the situation there, which are the hotels available, how is the logistic. So this gentleman with their team supported us, supported ICC, Madam also supported ICC to coordinate all these things of PBD and made memorable days for all the attendees who attended in PBD in Orissa. So, big thank. And I can say my relation with Odisha is I am coming from the land of Acharya Shankaracharya. I am coming from Kaladi, near Kaladi, the birthplace of Shankaracharya. There is no need to explain something about the relationship of Acharya Shankaracharya and Puri and Orissa. So I am coming from there. That is my relationship with Orissa. Once again, congratulations for the celebration of your language day, your formation day, and this wonderful arrangement. We are looking for the full support from, because what ICC do, we like to connect the people of India. Now, a person who is from Gujarat, from Tamil Nadu, from Telugu, community people, he well know Basanji. And many of you are very much connected with the people from other states. That is the idea of ICC. That's what we are trying to do. Please be with ICC, and we are one. We'll go together one. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. ମୁଁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି ଆମ दर्शक बंधु टिके पिलामानंकु टिके निज पाखरे बसांतु आउ तांकु टिके अटेंटिवली सुनिबा को दियंतु.
Thank you, sir, once again. Our next guest is a very renowned personality in Doha. More than 75% of the children are shaping their future under your guidance, ma'am. So she is none other than Miss Asna Nafis, Principal, DPS Modern Indian School. We have some more to talk about you, ma'am. Just, yes. No, you will speak, but after some time.
Miss Asna Nafis is a distinguished educationist and visionary leader with 30 plus years of experience in various leadership roles. She is currently the principal of DPS Modern Indian School, Doha, Qatar. Her influence extends beyond the school as she plays a crucial role as a key member of the Permanent Advisory Committee of Private Schools, Ministry of Education and Higher Education, Qatar. She also leads as the president of the Qatar chapter of Gulf Sahodaya, shaping the future of education in the region. An eloquent speaker and trainer, she has conducted several professional training programs on leadership, communication, career guidance, and value education and counseling. Her dynamic persona has been inspirational in introducing pedagogical changes and creating a vibrant teaching and learning environment. Beyond education, Mrs. Asna Nafis is also deeply committed to charity work, actively supporting causes related to children's welfare, education for underprivileged communities, and women empowerment. For her empathetic and transformative leadership, she is widely regarded as the people's principal. I request Ms. Asna ma'am to come and grace us with your insightful words.
Thank you for that very, very strong introduction. I'm very humbled by it. I really don't deserve so much. I strongly believe I'm just a teacher and nothing else, an educator. Our special guests on stage, distinguished First Secretary, Mr. Gyandeep, the President of this Utkalika Committee, President ICC, Mr. Manikandan, and all the members of the Utkalika Committee as well as the Odia Committee in Doha. A very good evening. Namaskaram. I don't know how do you say namaste or you say namaste. Okay. It's all the same, right? So this evening, I would love to thank you all for inviting me over. I know you have been inviting me and I haven't been obliging because I strongly believe that if I oblige in one place to one community, I must keep obliging to everyone, and that's the only reason, nothing else. This evening, thank you so much to all of you. You have made me go down memory lane. When I entered inside and I saw that warm welcome, and as I moved into this hall and I saw the beautiful women with your ikat saris, God, I was so reminded of my childhood because I grew up in Visakhapatnam, bordering the state of Orissa, and I've interacted extensively with Odia people. I must say one important thing that I learned from people from Orissa is this simplicity. Highly educated, highly well-mannered, but very simple people essaying big roles. I think this is part of your culture, that your education, your posts, your positions do not matter to you. What matters is being a simple Odia who impacts change in whichever position you are. So I think that deserves a big round of applause because I've always seen you, like currently the president of our country. We see her as such a simple person, such a humble person in such a big position. It truly is reflective of who you are. This evening I was also reminded of how as a young bride, I cherish my yellow and green Utkalika bought sari, Oriya ikat sari, and till date, 30 years down the line of being married, 33 years of being married, I have not parted with it. I have kept it and I rarely wear it on occasions that call for a yellow and green sari to be worn. It's such a beautiful piece and it was gifted by my mother-in-law, so it has double that value to it. And I'm also reminded of the journeys that I have done on the Eastern Railways. The train would have come from Bhubaneswar to Vishakhapatnam, carrying all the Odia people from Orissa. We would have sat in those trains, interacted with the Odia people, the people who belong to Orissa, and learnt about them and their culture. Also reminded deeply of my parents and their love for reading and their love for their own culture. I am from Hyderabad. We speak Urdu at home, and my mother read extensively to us in Urdu, and she always mentioned, your identity is your language. And today I can see that in 1936, you had already identified yourself with your language by creating a separate state, though I could really say that other states took up to it much later, but you have done it well in advance. And as we grew up, my Baba always insisted that we read the newspaper. We used to vie for that single newspaper that would come into the community compound in which we live, and it would come to a Chennite, a Tamilian. His name, we used to call him Swami Uncle. And Swami Uncle would have read the Hindu newspaper in the morning and left it at his doorstep. We as young children would run, and we were not one. We were 50 of us, 50 plus of us, who would vie to get that newspaper and then go through it. And I'm reminded of those vibrant pictures of Puri Jagannath Rath Yatra every single year that used to happen. And we used to wonder what attracts people to such occasions. And as we grew up from those 10 plus 11-year-old children to much more older people, we realized the passion of what you as people of Orissa have for that temple, its deity, and that particular festival. I must say that the beaches of Orissa, the childhood memories of studying history and the Konark temple, studying about the beaches, the natural, I would say the minerals in Orissa, because we had a lot of Marwadi friends who had mines in Orissa. And we learned so much from other sources other than textbooks. I think what today children need to do is read extensively. You have a lot of technology around you. I can see a lot of young children who are part of this association, this function, which clearly shows that you're on the path of learning more about your identity, your culture, and your belonging. And of course, yes, this happens only when the parents put in such efforts and create this awareness among children. Real learning happens beyond textbooks. Textbooks only bring you marks. They assure that you go to a certain place. Real learning happens when you interact with human beings, when you interact and learn about culture. You learn about why a certain practice happens in a certain regional space. What is the importance of the food that you eat? The most simple things that you eat, that is the fermented rice with water, is something that's very, very specifically required. I didn't want to use the word. I wanted the young children to tell me what that is. So that is something that is so unique. I have seen as a child the labor who used to come and work in our compounds. They were doing construction work. Immediately when the sun would have risen and they would have started the work and it was time for lunch, they would open up the tiffin dabbas, and it used to be with a chili, a nicely fried chili mixed, and they would eat that. And I could understand why that was done at that particular time, because it cooled your system, it cooled your gut, and you required that to keep going through the day with even additional hard work. So these are small little things that make you understand why a region is popular. I would forget if I didn't mention watching the beautiful, graceful Odia dance. It's silver jewelry, which is so beautifully crafted. And I still enjoy watching those dances because they are so, so graceful. Thank you to all of you, especially the president here, for inviting me to this occasion. I would really thank each one of you for coming together and celebrating your identity and making me part of it. Being an educator, it's important that we understand culture very closely. It's very nice to ape what's Western, what's not Indian. We have multiple cultures, like Sirs mentioned. I grew up in a compound much before compounds were very common, because we grew up very close to the HPCL refinery in Visakhapatnam. Baba worked for a Coromandel Fertilizers, which was a fertilizer company, and we lived in a compound which was a pan-India representation. It had people from Bengal, it had Punjabis who were Mona Sardars, who were Christians, who were followers of the Guru Nanak. We had people from Orissa, from Malayalam, from Kerala. We had the Telugus, the local Telugus. We had Urdu speaking from Bihar. We had Hindi speaking from UP. We had Hyderabadis, and we had Marwadi Jains, Marwadis, and we learned so much about culture even without actually opening a textbook. And I think that is what is the diaspora of Doha, that you all come together. We are Indians with our distinct identities, but we come together to understand what India stands for. Thank you very much for creating this evening, for inviting me over. And I must say, I had not planned to speak so much, but Dr. Kabi mentioned, ma'am, we look forward to your eloquent speech. I don't know whether it was eloquence or not, but I love talking, love addressing, and definitely I would say Orissa holds a special place in my life because I grew up and I remember the journeys to Araku Valley, and when my cousin, who was an auditor, would go to Daman Jodi and bring the most wonderful guava fruits from there, we would be waiting to receive those guava fruits because they had that lovely flavor to it and they were pink from inside. And as little children, we would be just waiting for him to come back after his train trip up the hills in the Eastern Ghats and then come back. And we used to ask him how it looks. He would describe Daman Jodi and it used to look like, oh God, I want to visit it. Of course, I've gone up to Araku Valley, but I've never been to Daman Jodi. I plan someday, God willing, to be in Orissa, to see the various places in Orissa, which I have read about and experienced from people. But I hope that someday it will be made possible. But you have created a mini space for me. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sirs.
Jodhar Tali, what a speech.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am's description took to our own motherland, Odisha. Thank you so much, ma'am. It is very pleasant to listen to you every time and also spending your time. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would request Dr. Kabi for the felicitation to our guests. So,
We request our President Dr. Kabi to honor the guest with mementos and few handicaps of Odisha as token of love.
and I would request our General Secretary, Mr. Abhinash Acharya, Vice President Nihar Ranjan Mohanty, Joint General Secretary Ms. Ipsita Satpathy, Cultural Secretary Mr. Sagar Mohanty, Joint Cultural Secretary Mr. Om Prakash Parida on the stage for felicitating our esteemed guests.
Let us welcome our chief guest, Mr. Gyanveer Singh, with a token of appreciation.
Let us welcome Mr. Manikandan, President of ICC, with a token of appreciation.
It's now time to felicitate Miss Asna ma'am. Ma'am, kindly accept a token of our gratitude. I request all to remain on the stage. With the chief guest and guest of honor being on stage, we would also take this opportunity to felicitate few ODIs to recognize their efforts and participations.